Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. Today we're setting up Stream Elements 2023, and here's the things we're going to be working on. To get started, we have to head over to the Stream Elements website. You could find it down below, but once you get here on the main page, there's a login and get started. Both will give you the Twitch prompt. You're going to go ahead and click it, and it's going to bring you here to the dashboard. What we're really looking for is this big join channel button. Once you click on it, it's going to prompt you to make sure you mod Stream Elements so you can use all the chatbot functions. So we're going to do that. We have to go ahead and press neat, and so it's joined our channel. Once we're in the overlay section, it's going to prompt you with your resolution. We're going to choose 1080p because it's the most common. There's this big add widget box over here we're going to click on. We're going to click alerts and alert box. It's that easy. It automatically has everything chosen and the settings default. So there's this big emulate button on the bottom left. We're going to choose what we want to emulate to make sure everything is working. I usually test it at least once. Now that that is set up, there's other options. You can test each one to see if subscribers working, all of the above, and see what they look like. Right now we're just focusing on getting alerts up, not what they look like. If you want to change anything, you change it with the little cog wheel right beside the name. And there's also the position. The position is going to be pretty important where you want to put it on your stream. But right now I left it default. You want to make sure we name our alert. I just named them alerts on the top left. And what we want to do is make sure we save and copy that link. Head over to our OBS. Once we're there in our sources, we're going to add a browser source. So it's going to give you a browser link. You're going to name it Stream Alerts or anything that fits. We need to make sure we control audio via OBS. Make the width 1920 and the height 1080. It's going to be the same size that we chose at the beginning. Once you plug in the URL, we're going to be able to be good to go, and you could pretty much hit OK. Once we're ready, we're going to head over to Stream Elements and hit Preview Alert or Emulate Alert. It's going to pop up that's following, so that makes sure that everything is connected. If things aren't working at this point, make sure your Twitch account is connected correctly on OBS and on Stream Elements. Everything else on default should be working. Now we're going to set up the on-screen chat. We're going to do 1080p again. We have a second to check out some other alerts with engagement, labels, static, and custom. They'll have different uses, but today we're just going to be going all the way down to the bottom, and we're going to check out the stream tools, and you're going to see your streams chat. It's going to pop up with a little black box, and we're going to make sure we need to save this. We don't really need to do anything else. Go ahead and choose chat, make sure it's all saved, and we're going to copy the link again. Once we do, we could head over to OBS, and it's another browser source. I'm going to name mine chat. Once we have that, we're going to post in our URL that we have. And for right now, I'm going to keep this 800 by 800 just because I want it to be a little bit smaller and the ratio to be a little bit different. I'm going to drag this box around and keep it just above my main screen. And the other thing we have to do is make sure it's working. So I'm going to type in chat to see if it comes up. Awesome, it popped up right there, which is amazing, exactly what we want. You see that there's a little bit delay, but it's popping up on chat and it's working. This is another amazing thing that Stream Elements has to offer. They have themes, alert, and widgets, all free for you to use. This is really awesome for beginners, and I wanted to show you this. They have a lot of different variations, colors, different animations, and ones for specific games, as you see Dota on the screen. And I wanted to show you how you could go through and create these and check these out if this is something you are interested in. So whenever you're ready, you're going to go up and hit create and continue and create my overlay. Go to my overlays as well, hit edit, and it's going to open up the same thing we've seen before. And to see how it's different, you're going to do emulate and choose an event. As you can see, it's a different color and a different animation, which I think is pretty cool. They also make pre-made overlays as well. So I'm going to choose one at random, hit create my overlay. It's going to provide you with a ton of links, but you could go to my overlays. It's going to take you to the edit area again. As you see, this is a stream ending screen with a ton of different plugins like subs, cheers, and other things that's going to link directly from your Twitch account. I thought this is a pretty amazing feature for starting creators. You don't have to worry about paying anyone anything, and it's all free to use, and it's in the overlay gallery. So now we're going to make some different scenes and starting screens for OBS. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose one from the overlay gallery, hit create my overlay, go to my overlays, and once we are here for the one we want, we're going to do the little 3 dots on the bottom left, and we have to copy that link. We're going to head over to OBS and go to scenes. We're going to create a new one with the little plus button, and we're going to name it. I'll go ahead and name this one starting. Okay, all of the sources that we've had before are going to be gone. So we're going to re-add the sources that we had. Here I'm adding the alerts. And next we are going to go ahead and add the overlay. Make sure you name this something that you remember. I'm going to go ahead and name this one starting. Once we're good to go, we're going to post the URL that we had from earlier. The width is going to be 1920 and the height is going to be 1080. We're going to control audio in case it has any audio that comes with it. And as you can see, we have a nice animated screen that we can use here. It is important again that we have all the sources that we need, and we want to make sure that they are in order and named correctly, so when you're switching between, you know what you're going to for the different scenes. So you're going to go ahead and create a ending and a BRB screen, and I'm going to go ahead and cut to that. It's going to be the same thing. Now we have all of them already set up. We have the starting, main, the BRB, and the ending. All of the different scenes we can switch to. If we're ending, starting, they're kind of self-explanatory. Make sure you have your mic and all the sources added on each individual one. They do reset when you make them. So again, make sure you add them. It's very important that you have them. This is important as a streamer, so you could switch out different scenes. Maybe the game is different sizes, or you're going to be gone for a second. So now we have a ton of different scenes in our OBS, and we have a little bit more of a professional look on our stream. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the ChatBot now. The ChatBot has a wonderful default commands, the little slider on the left you can click. If it's all the way over on the left, it's off. If it's on the right, it's on. You could use all of these ChatBot commands in your chat. Most of them are going to start with the exclamation point. We're going to go ahead and set up some custom commands so I can show you how to do that. We also have ban words, spam filters, and a ton of other settings that you want to look deep into. We're going to go to custom commands, and when we're ready, we're going to add a new command. We're going to not use a template, but we're going to create our own word here, and we're going to type in, for my example, I use Noxler. Everyone can use this, and it's going to say, which means a response. It just puts it in chat. I'm going to type in something random to make sure it works, and we can check in our OBS later. So, for example, I did go check out Noxler at twitch.tv. Once we are ready, I activated the command. We have one more other thing that we can check out, and look, we have bot timers. So these are fun. The timers are going to go off every once in a while. You have an interval on the right, the offline interval, and I'm going to go ahead and make a YouTube one. The response message is the most important. What we're going to go ahead and do is just like check out my YouTube, and it's going to put it out in chat. The interval is going to change based on how you set it up here. Offline interval is just how often it posts when it's offline. Once we have these, we could go ahead to OBS and see if these are working. So I typed in my command and it pops up and it shows the stream element sent it, which is awesome. Ready to go. You're not going to see the timer because it's going to work once you start stream every 5 minutes and offline. It's going to work up how you set that one up as well. The last thing we're going to check out today is Stream Elements activity feed. What we're going to need to do is on the left side, click the little pop out button, and we're going to need to copy the URL. Once we have the URL, we can head over to OBS, go to Docs and Custom Browser Docs. But first, check out, this is the default activity feed. It's not as clear to read for me, so I personally prefer the Stream Elements one. We're going to go ahead and create a new browser doc on the farthest on the bottom. We need to go ahead and name it. Once we name it and put the URL, it will pop up here. Again, this is very hard to get the docks in place, so the best way I found to make this work is to shake it a little bit and to put it at the very top until it's blue. You have to put it in once, just like this, and we're going to go ahead and put it wherever you like. Again, this one is a little bit more clear activity feed compared to the default OBS one, and it does go dark mode when you restart your OBS. Hey guys, thank you guys for checking another one of my videos. Any of the links that are needed will be found below. Next we'll be covering extensions like sound alerts and blurb. I've been enjoying making this series a lot, so thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.